Khalil just showed low IQ. And then Alex went ultra instinct in the 4th round there. It was phenomenal. I'm more a fan now of Alex than I've ever been in this entire time. That's where I'll put that in this one. Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. UFC 307 was last night, UFC 307, and I said heading into this card that I didn't really care too much for the main event, which was officially Khalil Rountree and Alex Pereira. And after the fight, during the fight, a lot of people were feeling like, oh, this fight exceeded expectations. A lot of people were saying that Khalil proved that he belonged in the top 5 with that performance. And I would have to say, I was at work when it happened. I saw the 4th round. I took my break and was able to see the 4th round. So I was able to see the finish live. But when I watched the fight this morning, I went back and watched the fight this morning before I went to bed. I worked 3rd shift and I watched the fight before I went to bed. And the narrative that I'm hearing, right, is that Khalil showed his heart. All right? Khalil showed that he belonged. But what I felt that I saw in that fight was that Khalil Rountree never really stood a chance in that fight. All right, Khalil never stood a chance in that fight. Now I know that I saw the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges scored the first 2 rounds for Khalil, and it's understandable. It is understandable. A lot of times in fights, even if someone is destroying the other opponent's leg with leg kicks, the judges don't really score that, all right? You could be doing the most damage with leg kicks. You could land like 30 leg kicks in a round, and I'm exaggerating. That would be nuts. But you could probably land 30 leg kicks in a round, and your opponent lands like one decent punch, and the judges will overvalue that punch over the leg kicks. Leg kicks don't really get the respect that they should. Alex was really destroying that lead leg of Khalil Rountree. Khalil chose to stand, all right? He's showing his heart, all right, because he chose to stand. I think he showed his low fight IQ. He highlighted his low fight IQ. He said, heading into this fight, I will not use MMA. Heading into this fight, he said, I will not grapple Alex. I will stand there and just strike with him, all right? You chose to compete in mixed martial arts, but then you're openly saying, nope, I won't do it. I won't do it. That's insane. Insane to me. You get what you deserve. I don't know why you're even here. Grapple. All right? Use your wrestling. People saying he showed his heart. I think he showed his low IQ. All right? That even when he's getting teed off on, Alex Pereira is piecing this man up. But he promised the fans, he promised himself that he was not going to shoot a takedown. So he just stands there. He at no point tries to level change, tries to switch it up, even though that's clearly, like, you won't get penalized for grappling. It's part of this. But for some reason, his low fight IQ, like, how do you guys, like, work a strategy as a gym? All right, as a gym, how do you work a strategy where you're like, yeah, dude, it's going to be fine to just go in there and not grapple? How does a gym come in here with that strategy? That's wild to me. In a championship fight that I would say was not deserved at all. It was not deserved, and Alex beat that ass from start to finish. I think the head kick, I think everything was overvalued. All right. It was hype because we didn't expect Khalil to have pretty much any success in there. I expected Alex was just going to go in there and knock him out with one punch. All right. Khalil was able to take some of those those left hands. He was able to take quite a bit of damage in there. But I don't think he looked as good as people are trying to give him credit for. If I'm looking at the significant strike count, Khalil landed 61 of 191 thrown strikes. He was swinging at the air for a lot of that fight. All right. He was blitzing in and catching Alex occasionally with the three strike combos. He was catching Alex at the end occasionally there. But 61 significant strikes out of 191 thrown. Says he had out of total strikes, all right, so he's thrown with heat for everything because he has 193 total strikes out of 191 significant thrown strikes. But I would even say that's a lie because I was watching that fight, and toward the later parts of that round, he was just throwing nonsense, little petty shots just to try to look like he was staying busy. But I feel like that fight should have been called a long time ago. He was not defending himself for a while. All right, he was just trying to stay busy. All right, trying to find a prayer in there. I don't think Khalil looks at all as well as people are trying to give him the credit for. I think he's being overvalued for not being knocked out in the first round. I would like to see Jamal Hill versus Khalil Rountree, and I think Jamal Hill will dominate Khalil Rountree. I think people are gonna hype up Khalil for this fight. And I think he would get dominated. So definitely, if you can, put your money on Jamal Hill if that fight is made. I feel like he did not show me his heart in there. He showed me that he and his gym, you guys are probably competing in the wrong sport. There's Muay Thai. You guys can go to ONE FC and just compete in Muay Thai. This is crazy. Why be here if you're just gonna be like, nope, I'm not going to do it. I won't do it, even if that clearly, like, even if Jan Blachowicz, even if Bruno Silva, these people show, you guys know he doesn't have the best grappling. But no, you guys are like, yeah, he just stood in there and got beat the fuck up. He has so much heart. That's dumb. They say people have heart when they just get their fucking asses beat. That's when they say someone is showing heart. When they get their fucking ass beat. And it's one-sided and they just, but he's not been dropped, he just keeps coming. That's when they say somebody has a heart. It's not a compliment. It's not a compliment for somebody to say, he's got so much heart, he's shown so much heart. They're saying Khalil got his ass beat. So yes, I guess in that aspect, Khalil showed a lot of heart, showed a lot of the inside of his face. He got his ass beat. He's got his ass beat in there, all right? I think what we really saw was that Alex just, as I was saying before, had no respect for what was coming back at him from Khalil. He was in his face every second, and even though Khalil would occasionally land, he was not concerned with what Khalil had at him. Dude, that's the only reason why he was able to have success, is because I personally feel like Alex had no respect for what was coming back at him with Khalil Rountree. He saw a basic fighting plan, game plan, basic guy here. He's probably seen so many guys like Khalil in his career, in his fighting career. He's probably seen so many guys like Khalil that he's dominated. He knew he had nothing to worry about here. That's what I feel. That's why I feel like it looked like Khalil was able to have some success. But I'm telling you, from what I saw, Khalil never stood a chance in that fight. And I want to say that I've never really been an Alex Pereira guy. I'm an Izzy guy. I'm a fucking Nader guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Izzy guy. And what I saw in the fourth round, I mean, I say this entire fight, but the fourth round specifically from Alex Pereira, it looked like when Goku went Ultra Instinct. And that's when I was like, mind you, that's when I was finally saying, like, Goku is cool. And mind you that I don't fuck with Goku like that. I'm a Vegeta guy. That's who I am. I'm a Vegeta guy. I don't fuck with Goku like that. Or at least I didn't until that man went Ultra Instinct, and I was like, wow, okay, that's cool. That's really cool. All right. I thought that was really cool. What I saw Alex Pereira do in that fourth round, his defense just slipping everything, catch him with catch him with a straight, then an uppercut. He was looking phenomenal in there. It was amazing in the fourth round. He had been through what people were calling a tough fight. All right, a tough fight is 61 significant strikes landed out of 191. That man was swinging and missing. You guys are saying this is the toughest fight he's had at lightweight. I feel like Jan Blachowicz was definitely a tougher fight. I feel like Bruno Silva at 185 was definitely a tougher fight than Khalil Rountree, man. Khalil just showed low IQ. And then Alex went ultra instinct in the fourth round there. It was phenomenal. I'm more a fan now of Alex than I've ever been in this entire time. That's where I'll put that in this one. Congrats to Alex. He's definitely going to need to fight the winner of Ankalaev versus Rakic. I would roll with Ankalaev. Hopefully he gets it done so we can finally see that fight and see, like, can he beat Ankalaev? If he beats Ankalaev, then all right, he's one of the greatest lightweights of all time. I'll no longer argue it. But what did you guys think of that fight? Did you guys actually think Khalil looked good in that fight? Do you think he deserves to be in the top 5, or do you guys agree with me that Alex Pereira just had no respect for Khalil Rountree? He had no respect for what was coming back at him in that octagon. Let me know what you guys thought about the fight. Let me know who you guys would like to see Khalil Rountree fight next. Let me know who you guys would like Alex Pereira to fight next, be it Tom Aspinall at heavyweight, maybe John Jones at heavyweight, or maybe you want him to stay and fight Ankalaev. Maybe Dricus du Plessis moves up to 205 to fight Alex Pereira. I would like to see, honestly, all these fights. At this point, I would like to see all these fights. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you guys when I see you. I'll holla.